This is a plot in the middle of June 2012. I'll just take you through what's happened. I've extended the dais and put the IBC water container there, and it's filling up quite nicely. The compost heap is filling up quite nicely, and the old compost heap is going down. I've trying to start on the step for the shed there. I'll have to kind of level it off and make a step there. I've leveled off a dip in the plot there by putting concrete block all along the edge, because the plot on the opposite side is just that little bit lower than mine, and I hope to fill this with the dip here with some soil. All the slabs are all over the place at the top end here, because I'm landscaping the thing. The potatoes here are looking good, and they're coming along quite nicely. We have had a huge amount of rain, which hasn't helped. I've planted the tomato plants for this year, and they're coming along quite nicely. The red currant bushes there are looking good, but I wonder whether there's too much nitrogen in the soil, because the leaves are really coming along and there isn't any fruit yet. There's a rose bush there in between the gooseberries, another rose bush in between the gooseberries. We do have some gooseberries which I hope to eat later on. There we are, some nice crop of gooseberries coming along, but they are quite hard at the moment, so I'm waiting for them to mature. The row of peas, I planted a row of peas, but they all rotted, so I planted another row, and they've all rotted, so I planted some peas in pots, and they've all taken. So I've put some of this mesh there to help them climb up it, and they're doing great. I've found some more slabs. There's some broad beans there that are coming along very nicely. They need stringing up a bit. This is the dear little gem lettuce, and marvellous lettuce, but the slugs are really chomping into it. The slugs are eating everything. There's 3 beds of strawberries here. Quite a lot of strawberries if the slugs don't get them. You can see the slugs have really got some of these strawberries here. The herb garden's looking good. That's oregano. That's some sage, isn't it? But it's not looking very good. The mint is looking very good. There's chocolate mint, lamb mint, apple mint, and some other mint. Just get that slug and squash it. Coming along to another little clump of broad beans amongst the strawberries. one of my neighbours gave me some plants here, but I think the pigeons or something have eaten it all. This rose here is fantastic. It's called Albertine Rambler. Really beautiful smelling rose, and it's very vigorous, and it's at its best at the moment. A lovely rose. These are all blackcurrant bushes. Can't see any fruit on them yet. I hope I may have to put some potash on it to encourage the... Just take a rose off there. This, I think this is called New Dawn, which is quite a nice pink rose. Not quite as vigorous as the Albertine Rambler. I spray all my roses slightly with fungicide to stop the black spot. One of my roses, which was Golden Showers, was so full of black spot that I took it up and threw it away. I didn't want it to get to infect the thing. All of the others. There's one or two quite nice pears coming along, one or two of them. There's a few more plums coming along here, I think. Somewhere in there, there's quite a few plums. There. The raspberries aren't fruiting just yet. I'm a bit concerned about this autumn variety, but it seems to be holding its own and sending up some quite nice new things. There's some purple splotches on them, which indicates a vitamin deficiency. I hope it's not a virus. This is Autumn Bliss, and they're coming along quite nicely. The slugs have really got at the rhubarb. I'll have to pick some. Look at that slug damage there. The Fairy Glen is looking good with some nice... I'll show you more a little bit later on. We've been having some, what I think are dragonflies flying around there. Just take you around the outside. This is late in the evening when almost all of the allotment holders have gone home, and when there's not much to do. Out come these dragonflies. That's the plot there. It's really at its best, and this rose here is a beautiful smelling rose, a lovely thing. Very pleased with that. That's from Ashbridge Nurseries, and this New Dawn. This little rose here is called Schoolgirl. It gives an orangey pink thing. I've moved all the wood down to this end here. That's my rubbish tip that badly needs doing up, and this is my Fairy Glen. I'm quite pleased. There's some poppies coming along there, and some lupins, and these are foxgloves. We haven't really, and I've put a fern there. I've taken up the covering of that because the lilies needed it, but I can hardly see the water there, but there are frogs. This log has shoot it out. But from time to time, at this time of the evening, you do get dragonflies. I think they're dragonflies. I haven't got my glasses, but there may be damselflies flying around. There's one there. There's a nice little purple dragonfly there. I'll try to zoom in on it. And it's gone. I don't know where it's gone, but it's flown off. Oh well, that's it anyway. That's the plot.